If you go to a secluded place on Earth, far from any city, and look up at the night sky, you are met with a profound, almost comforting silence. It is the signature of our cosmic home. We are taught to look at that silence with wonder, to see it as an empty slate upon which humanity can build its future. But what if that silence isn't empty? What if it's the result of a terrifying choice? We have been actively listening for cosmic life for decades. We have giant radio dishes aimed at the stars. We have sent probes to Mars and beyond. We have broadcast our own existence in countless languages and signals. And yet, the universe answers with a deafening golden silence. This is known as the Fermi Paradox, named after the physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" In a universe this vast, this old, and this rich in resources, life should be teeming everywhere. So why aren't they calling? Today, we are not going to list the newest exoplanets or speculate on what aliens look like. Instead, we are going to explore the darkest answer to Fermi's question, a theory that suggests the cosmic silence isn't a sign of an empty universe, but a sign of an absolutely terrifying one. We are going to enter the dark forest. The cosmic numbers game. To understand why the silence is strange, we must first accept the numbers. Current estimates suggest our own Milky Way galaxy contains up to 40 billion Earth-sized planets orbiting in the habitable zone of their stars. That's just our galaxy. Even if life only emerges on 0.001% of those planets, the galaxy should still be filled with millions of civilizations. Furthermore, our sun is relatively young. A civilization that emerged just 1 million years before us, a blink of a cosmic eye, should have already colonized the entire galaxy, building megastructures visible across the stars. The standard explanations for this silence are simple. There's the zoo hypothesis, where aliens are watching us but have agreed not to interfere. Or, most commonly, the Great Filter. This theory suggests that there is some universal catastrophe, like nuclear war, a killer AI, or environmental collapse, that wipes out every intelligent species before they can master interstellar travel. The Great Filter is comforting because it suggests that civilizations either never form or they die before they can talk to us. It makes the universe indifferent, but it doesn't solve the problem entirely. What if some civilizations do make it past the filter? What if they are still out there, older and wiser than us, and they are still silent? The two postulates of galactic survival. This brings us to the core of the dark forest theory, popularized by the sci-fi author Liu Cixin. It doesn't rely on technology or biology. It relies on something much more fundamental: game theory and survival. The theory is built on two unshakable postulates, two universal laws that every single advanced civilization in the universe must follow. Postulate 1. Survival is the primary need of any civilization. This is simple. No matter what a species looks like, whether it breathes methane or lives on a gas giant, if it didn't have a burning drive to survive, it would have already gone extinct. A civilization that doesn't prioritize survival is already dead. Postulate 2. Civilizations continuously grow and expand, but the total matter in the universe remains constant. This is the rule of competition. Every growing economy needs energy, space, and matter. A universe may seem infinite, but habitable systems are rare and precious resources. If two civilizations both want the same star, one of them must lose. This law ensures that any interaction between two species will fundamentally be a zero-sum game about survival and resources. The threat of the invisible other, the dark forest metaphor. This brings us directly to the metaphor that gives the theory its name. Imagine the universe as a dark forest. Every advanced civilization is an armed hunter, sneaking through the trees like a ghost. He gently pushes aside branches, trying to tread without making a sound. He even breathes with care because he knows the forest is full of other hunters just like him. If he finds another hunter, another civilization, he cannot know their true intentions. In this forest, there is a concept known as the chain of suspicion. Even if you are a peaceful civilization, you can never be certain the other side is peaceful. More importantly, even if you think they are peaceful, you don't know if they think you are peaceful. This chain of doubt goes on forever. Distance and time make it impossible to communicate fast enough to build true trust. A message sent across the galaxy takes thousands of years to arrive. By the time they answer, their government might have changed, or their technology might have advanced. In the dark forest, you cannot negotiate. You cannot risk a misunderstanding. Therefore, if a hunter spots another hunter, there is only one logically sound, perfectly rational choice to ensure his own survival. He must pull the trigger first. He must eliminate the other civilization before they have the chance to discover him and do the same. The technological explosion and cosmic poker. At this point, you might ask, why not just stay hidden and observe each other? Why must it always end in destruction? The answer lies in a terrifying cosmic phenomenon called the technological explosion. In the vast timeline of the universe, civilization progress isn't linear, it's exponential. Humanity went from riding horses to landing on the moon in less than a century. In the grand scheme of things, that is a blink of an eye. Imagine a massive, highly advanced civilization detects a primitive planet tomorrow, let's say Earth during the Middle Ages. The aliens might think, they are harmless, they only have wooden ships and arrows. Let's just leave them alone. But if that advanced civilization is 5,000 light years away, it will take 5,000 years for their observation data to travel back to their home world. By the time they receive the data, process it, and send a ship to colonize or study Earth, 5,000 years have passed on our planet. Because of the technological explosion, those primitive humans with arrows might now possess antimatter weapons and star-destroying technology. A weak civilization today is a potential godlike threat tomorrow. In galactic terms, there is no such thing as a harmless neighbor. The massive gap in time and space means that every unknown species is an existential gamble. And since survival is your absolute priority, you cannot play poker with the fate of your entire world. The only permanent way to neutralize the threat of a technological explosion is to destroy the planet the moment you detect it. Our fatal mistake. When we understand the laws of the dark forest, we realize that humanity has been acting with a dangerous, almost childlike innocence. For the past 80 years, we've been shouting into the jungle. We sent the Voyager spacecraft carrying maps showing the exact location of our sun and the chemical makeup of our bodies. We broadcast radio signals, television shows, and radar beams into the void, hoping someone would hear us and say hello. In the context of the dark forest theory, humanity is like a child who has walked into a pitch-black room full of hidden snipers, struck a match, and yelled, "I'm over here!" This is why many prominent physicists and thinkers, including Stephen Hawking, warned us before his death to stop trying to contact intelligent life. Hawking famously stated that if aliens visit us, the outcome could be much like when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. The silence of the universe isn't a sign that nobody is out there. It is a sign that everyone else is incredibly smart, deeply afraid, and perfectly hidden. They are sitting in the dark, watching and listening, and we are the only ones making noise. Conclusion: the real filter. The dark forest theory is just a hypothesis. We don't know for certain if the universe operates on these cold, brutal laws of game theory. It is entirely possible that interstellar travel is simply impossible, or that life is far rarer than the math suggests. But if the dark forest is real, it completely changes how we look at our place in the cosmos. It means that the great filter isn't a nuclear war or a rogue AI. The filter is simply a law of nature, the survival of the quietest. It means that the true test of a civilization's intelligence isn't its ability to build giant radios to shout across the stars, but its ability to build shields to hide its existence from the rest of the forest. We have already lit our match in the dark. Our signals have already traveled dozens of light years into the void. Now, all we can do is wait, keep watching, and hope that the patch of forest we live in is empty, or that whoever hears us decides to show mercy. Thank you for watching until the very end. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should keep trying to contact alien life, or should we immediately shut down our deep space broadcasts? Share your thoughts below. I always read them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.